gentlemen, this is Cameraman here, and with me
is Zeep, and we are in Osaka in an undisclosed bunker location where we are sending you the top 8 matches from KVO here in beautiful Osaka, which is the western former capital of Japan. It is a official Capcom Pro Tour Asia qualifier. Winner of this goes on to the finals in Game Start Singapore in November, where they will fight off against the top 9.
So who has
Is nothing but killers in this penitentiary asylum. First, it is the first person that qualified out of NST in Fukuoka was none other than a man named Infiltration, who we are all familiar with. He is a Kappa sponsored player at times. Second would be last week in Double Elimination in Seoul, Korea, and that was...
It's won by Infiltration, but because he won, the second place person gets the spot.
And that gentleman happened to be the man in the Super Saiyan golden blonde hair, Bonchan,
who will be playing right now against Kazunoko in the tournament. In this tournament, Bonchan versus Kazunoko in losers quarters.
And these two have faced countless times. I believe they're on a weekly show together, Kachitegari TV, the sister program of Topanga. So these two, I would say, between a Yun and a Sagat, have played each other more times than any other Yun and Sagat on the planet together.
I agree.
It's a bit unfortunate that both these players are playing out of losers. I believe Bonchan got knocked into there by the formidable Tompi, who many, if you haven't been following, you know, each and every obscure stream, may come out of a left field selection. But if you were following the Cannes Winter Clash, he is the one that actually qualified out of Japan.
How did he do in Cannes?
He did okay, but obviously, you know, Pungo won. That was the only time that he had taken off his shirt and seen any success in a major tournament.
But if you saw his celebration, it was ridiculous.
It was a sigh of relief, and I believe a shirt was born out of it when he sort of knocks back and, you know, exposes his tummy. Many people have argued that Pungo is actually stronger with his shirt on, and it's true. Cannes Winter Clash is the only place where he succeeded. That is also where Tompi went. So Kazunoko, I believe, was locked into losers by Tokido very early on. So he climbed his way out of losers. And let's see, these two players go at it.
A great back throw there from Bonchan.
Ever since AE...
look at that dive kick.
Yeah, Yun, you know, was inarguably the strongest character in AE. But one of the characters that had a fighting chance was actually Sagat, as he is stunned here so quickly.
This is such a quick match right now.
Yeah. It may be counterintuitive, but, you know, Sagat was actually I wouldn't say 5-5, but he had a fighting chance. And over the time from AE to Ultra Street Fighter 4, version 1.05 now that we're playing, it's become, you know, Yun has seen significant nerfs, and, you know, Sagat has largely retained his fighting skills. He's always won a zone. So it's become closer and closer to 5.5, but of course, two players of this caliber who has played so many matches together, it becomes less about the two characters.
What a nice focus there, and an Ultra to follow up.
And more about how each player has downloaded each other's peculiarities and bad habits.
What can you see any bad habits?
I'll show you something that only these two players could do. Like, it would take, you know, like players needing like hundreds and thousands of fights together for them to do it. It doesn't follow traditional Street Fighter theory. It's just like a hard read on the player rather than the character.
What is a hard read here?
I will let you know when it happens.
Like down medium kick into a shoulder, and then he uppercuts.
Oh my goodness, the tiger knee. So what is going to be the predominant theme in this match is Kazunoko is going to be neutral jumping a lot of the time, far away from Bonchan. When he sees that Bonchan has thrown a fireball, he's going to go for the dive kick. So it's sort of a visual option select. And he wants to push Bonchan into the corner where he can spam standing heavy kick into the light line punch. So that's what Kazunoko's game plan is. Of course, he's going to also abuse the ultra mechanic, which is the red focus, shoulder into red focus, which you saw there. Bonchan, on the other hand, is going to be zoning a lot. Of course, this is his game plan with every character.
Another.
Yeah. So that, like, how did he know he was going to dive kick at that range? I would say that that's less of a, you know, all Yuns will do this rather than I know Kazunoko is going to do this type of thing.
And I don't think he even thought about it. It's probably ingrained in his mind that he's played Kazunoko so much that at this time I'm just going to focus and he's going to dive kick in. And another.
Oh my god! How much meter
does Kazunoko have?
Infinite parking meter on a Sunday. This should be
Nope.
Oh no, I'm sorry, mistaken.
Oh, just walk up jab.
Interesting choice for. Wow, he got that third hit, almost like a body juggle that we saw in Vanilla that they later took out. Some Yuns would like to prefer Ultra Combo 2 to get through the fireball. What? Like that? Like he tried a high step kick. So the danger against a high level Sagat is that if you keep on neutral jumping in front of them and waiting for their fireball, they will step high kick you. But their Kazunoko Yun read that, and instead of dive kicking, he did a jumping heavy punch. Like that is something you just don't see.
That's often.
Oh, and then that, like he knew he was gonna backstep, for example. So now Kazunoko has the advantageous. Again, these are visual option selects. When you see the tiger come out, then you input the diagonal down into the step kick. Bonchan, conversely, knows when Kazunoko wants to go for a dive kick. Oh my! Like what? Like what is that? Like how do they know each other is going to do the lunge punch at that moment? A lot of hard reads there as Bonchan takes it and evens it 1 apiece.
No, 1 round apiece.
1 round apiece in the first match.
Kazunoko is already up 1.
So now that we're in top 8, it's going to be a race to 3.
Yes.
Which makes it advantageous, I think, for certain players. I didn't expect that Tompi would get so far in a race to 3 format. Just because these other quote-unquote top-level / semi-pro players are very used to the Topanga longer set thing.
Yeah, I mean, the guys have seen the winners already, right?
Correct.
And Tompi beat Tokido 3-0.
Soundly.
It wasn't like close. It was 3-0.
He got donutted.
What?
Or cronut.
Cronut?
Yeah. It's
triple donut?
Yeah. And we were saying before that jab, even though it looks like a simple combo because it's just light punches, is actually a one frame link in between each jab.
That's for Sagat.
So Bonchan, Bonchan, I don't know how he's going to adapt playing Sagat because that is one of the things that separates him from other Sagats is that he's able to hit confirm multiple light punches. When we switch over to PlayStation 4 and that back button is taken away and replaced by the touch button, if it's even a button, we'll see if they can continue using the back select plink that a lot of the high level players use.
You know who doesn't plink?
See, I know Cien does because I had to help him with his arcade stick. So
he doesn't do any plinking anymore.
He does depending on the character.
Yep.
So I think he does it for. I think he does it for poison. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
He.
Oh, is he getting ready for Ultra 4?
No, he just felt that plinking. He actually dropped more combos plinking than actually just doing his own combos.
Interesting.
Because he's so good in the combos.
Xian's like good at everything. His parameters are off the charts, whether it be combo, strategy, Yomi, reactions.
Oh wow! Just down like kick on Bonchan's.
Okay, so like that backdash, Kazunoko had dive kicked. Again, that's going to be gone from the next version. That's so important. He dive kicked and then backdash. He's really reading, hoping for an uppercut that didn't come. And I think he's going to be able to take 2 more tiger shots blocked. But he ate an EX and that killed him. There was nothing really he could do without burning extraneous meter.
Well, it looks like Kazunoko is all stocked up again for his shoulder into red focus combo.
Yeah, the success of Yun is really Sagat is really going to be how many regular tiger knees can he land. Tiger knee not only beats out dive kick, but it sends the opponent flying back and forces Yun to come all over in again. Did he just burn for red meter?
Yeah, I don't know why he did that.
Oh my goodness. And Kazunoko has measured to the
nice
exact millimeter. Yeah, that was very nice.
The
exact millimeter how far his tension or Kara tension grab will be. And apparently it's outside the dive kick, low medium punch reset, right when the character lands. That is the maximum range.
Oh,
How many tensions is it? So
it's
if
really
if
hard
any,
to read that Kara tension. It's so far.
if anyone wants to understand why it is okay, that's a tiger knee. So he wants to land as many of those as possible so that he can start his tiger game and get as much chip damage as possible. If you are wondering how it is that Kazunoko lands so many tensions, which is the command grab, nice, yeah, spam low. Ooh, nice option select. What is that? It looks like a Yang combo. It's because his brain is one step ahead of the opposing player. So when you go for a mad scramble and most people are apt to block, that's when he does like low light punch into tension. Something that you really want to look forward to when you're watching Kazunoko play. This is something that he displays a lot in his Guilty Gear days, which is how he first got famous. But for Street Fighter fans, you really want to look out how he uses how 90% of the human race would block. That's when he uses the tension.
Yep. But I think Kazunoko also likes to wake up with jab all the time.
Yeah, they call it the Kazunoko punch because it seems like that's the only move in the game that's 2.5 frames. It just seems a little too fast. Wow, okay, he jumped forward on wake up over the command grab, able to get corner position and a full length combo. Well, a lot of players are doing, I first saw it in Tokido, who actually knocked Kazunoko into losers. Wow, is he just jabbing him? Oh, and he didn't even get the red focus. He barely had his meter miscalculated.
Well, he just did it for damage.
Sure.
He probably calculated for damage.
Very difficult in those scrambles. A lot of top players, you need to have your eyeballs on the top of the screen and the bottom of the screen to make sure that you know exactly how much meter you have. There, a slight miscalculation from Kazunoko, but he got the KO anyway. Was he stunned in 12 seconds?
Yes.
Dash, dash. That's just for corner control. This game arguably is about firepower and corner control.
Frame trap. And just like that.
Wow.
Bonchan is out of the tournament.
That was... Is that 3-0?
Yes. No, 3-1. Bonchan took one.
Okay.
And Kazunoko moves on to losers semis.
Okay.
To face off with Nemo, who I think just won Inko in the other matchup.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on to the next match. We'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe at youtube.com/GameStartAsia, where we're going to put all our CPTA Asia and all the other Beast of the East fighting game tournament streams and VODs on. So check you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.